this is my worst antenna. It's the biggest, and as they say, size is important, and bigger is usually better, but in this case it's not. The stubby antenna this long gives better performance. The antenna that long gives better performance. This very long antenna, which has got these sections marked on it, looks like it could be a 3-element collinear or something, but the performance is terrible. Now, I don't have access to an X-ray machine, unlike some other YouTubers, and I'm not going through an airport anytime soon where I can put it in my hand luggage to get a free X-ray if I can sneak a peek at the screen. So I thought I'd do it the brute force way, which is wearing my hacker hoodie, and just get in there and have a look. And what I noticed was I don't actually need the hacksaw, because if you pull hard enough, you can pull this tube off. So this is one I prepared earlier. Let's just slide it off and see the length of this long antenna. Oh, and if you can see that, but the long antenna is that long and the housing is that long. I wonder if somebody's cheating or whether this is part of the design to have all that free space captured inside plastic. This looks like a little dipole, probably a half-wave dipole, and the two sections are the same length. That's a good start. But as we saw in a previous video, the quality control is not very good and the resonant frequencies are all over the place. So yeah, do I feel cheated? Not really. I think this cost £2.90, so it's not the end of the world, but it's an experience. This was bought from AliExpress, of course, direct from China. Took about 10 days to come. I've got several of them, so I can use them for experimenting. All they've done is they've got a piece of coax here, a pink RG174 or something like that, and just continued the inner conductor as one dipole element and soldered it onto the top of this brass tube as the other half of the dipole. The plastic is a bit of showing off. Reminds me of certain pieces of clothing worn in the Middle Ages that would, yeah, let's not go there. So what to do? Let me just put it on the antenna analyzer, because you can actually learn something from this, my VNA. And all is not lost, because I'm just working out ways of modifying the antenna to make it actually work at 868 megahertz, which is something it doesn't do at the moment. Now, if I switch on my analyzer, not sure if it's going to work because I'm using the selfie camera on the phone. And of course, it's back to front because it's a selfie camera, but that's resonating at about 940 megahertz, which is no use because we want 868 down here. This is back to front, so that's low frequency, that's high. But what you can notice, part of the learning aspect of this video, is if you, apart from touching, let me touch the top so it doesn't make any difference. If I pull this plastic tubing off, then we'll see how the antenna performance changes. So at the moment, the dip in SWR, the yellow curve is SWR, gives a nice SWR at 940 megahertz. And as I slide this off, so the resonant frequency is increasing. Remember, this way is increasing. So now it's gone up to about 1 gigahertz resonance, which shows that the effect of adding this dielectric, due to its dielectric constant not being 1.0, is to lower the resonant frequency of the antenna. Unfortunately, it doesn't lower it enough. I want it lower, and to make it lower at 868 megahertz, and this element, or both really, but certainly this element needs to be longer. So all I'm going to do is just solder a piece of wire on the end of here and snip it with some snippers to get it down to the right length. Each time, of course, I have to put this back on to check the resonant frequency with the cover on, assuming I want to use this monstrous cover. I could actually cut it off just here, and the rest of it is just for show, could use it for something else. Maybe I will use my hacksaw after all. So that's the reveal of what's inside the monster antenna. Please make comments, tell me your experiences, ask questions and suggestions for another video. And I'll put a link to the Meshtastic group for Brighton, where I'm located. Thank you for watching.